Deus in Sion, nomini Domini.
Hello everyone, this is Chrism, and I'd like to invite you to another conversation about your Kundalini awakening process. And in this conversation, I would like to discuss Kundalini and the sexual expression. As the Kundalini awakens within the body, certainly from a bottom to top activation sequence, the sexual interest can become ravenous. It can dominate all your thinking for a period of time. It can become extremely endless in its sensation of desiring the union upon the body. This can cause a lot of people to get into pornography. If it's directed one way or another, people can get into BDSM, and I'm trying to remember what that is. It's BDSM, sadomasochism of some sort. Anyway, they can get into programs of sexual expression that work with dominance, that work with self-flagellation, that work with areas of expression that would seem very hurtful to an individual. Not within that understanding. It can manifest in a lot of different ways. The orgasm for the females can become endless, really, seriously. You'll walk 10 feet, you'll lean up against a parking meter, have an orgasm, walk another 10 feet, lean against another parking meter, have an orgasm, and so on and so on and so forth throughout your day. It is that strong, and these are extreme orgasms to the point where you have a hard time standing up. This can happen to you during your day inside of a business meeting, inside of your work day, no matter what it is or what you're doing. The Kundalini Shakti will have her way with you, with that area of your body. The generative organs and the first and second chakra are going to be transformed, and within that transformation, severe sexual interest will be experienced. You know, this is a natural process. These organs are wired for this activity to happen. They are part of the generative process of the Kundalini transformation. So it's very important that you understand what is going on and that you try to channel your energies into positive, love-based appreciation of what is occurring, rather than, say, going into a pornographic or a real hurtful mechanism of expression when these energies hit those first and second chakras. If you are going into some of these self-injurious expressions, you may want to change your course, change your attitude with it. I'm not making a judgment on it, but for the level of vibration that you're entering into, you know, you can call a lot of addiction into your life in this way. If you're going into, say, some of the BDSM types of scenarios, you can call some entities that are based on that expression, some addictions that are based in dominance or submissiveness, and you know, you can really put yourself into a process of unnecessary hurt, unless, of course, it is necessary for you to go into that. By watching this, you're giving yourself more of a choice. I will suggest that you turn, if you have a spouse or a significant other, I will suggest that you turn that incredible sexual expression into a very, very solid, love-based appreciation of the sacred divine that spouse represents for you, the sacred male or the sacred female. Okay? Doesn't matter to me really what kind of sexual expression that you choose, gay, straight, whatever it is. All that matters to me and what I'm saying is that you appreciate the sacred divine gender that most corresponds with your interest. That you show love, severe, beautiful, unadulterated, authentic love and appreciation for that other person during the extreme sexual activity that you're experiencing. Okay? And you'll find that as you're able to do this, that your creative venues will expand. In other words, if you're inside of a problem at work that needs your creative solutions, well, those you'll, instead of having 1 to 2, you'll have 10 to 20. If you're an artist, your music will come faster. If you're a painter, the visions that you will see that are in your particular expression of artistry will be very, very pronounced. And I suggest you act upon these. These are gifts of that aspect of the infusion. I would suggest that you really resist the whole masturbation type of scenario. For that will be a difficult thing to resist, but I will suggest that you resist it. Gentlemen, I will suggest that you do not spill your seed. And I'm not going to explain that, but I think you can all get it. Women, it's not so much of an issue. You just go ahead and have as many orgasms as is possible for you to have during that 24-hour session. Too much of a good thing is not always a good thing, so just know that. You will see in your dream life that the sexual expression will also be reflected in the teachings that you're given there. You'll have sex with divine personage. And this really is a symbol of the divine marriage that's taking place within you, which is causing these amazing sexual expressions. Okay? Kundalini is very, very, very strong. And when it reaches the sexual levels, that will reflect a divine expression of sexual level, which is why it's so strong, which is why it's so pronounced and so full of compressed meanings within the activities that you're experiencing. So learn to discern the best way for you to ride this sexual wave. Surrender to the teachings that it gives you. Surrender to the force within you. Don't, I say, resist the masturbation, but if you cannot, if you're being guided not to resist it, then don't. Then don't. And I don't mean by being guided not to resist it by merely having an incredible urge. You're going to have the incredible urge anyway. No, I mean something a little bit more tactile on the mental expression. The Shakti coming up to you in the symbol of a snake and talking to you and saying, don't do that, which will happen sometimes. Okay, and that will include if you're going off into areas of pornography or disrespect, gender disrespectfulness, then you may be told to stop. And if you don't stop, then you're going to get the fruit of that decision. So be advised, the extreme libidinous interest is natural. You're supposed to be having it. Nothing is wrong. Okay? And pay attention to the teachings that are being given to you through this exalted form of the transformation within the human generative organs, the first and second chakra, and your Kundalini transformation. Thanks for listening and watching.
Deus in